last year's game, there was one game where Jefferson got 200 yards and Dustin lost. You know, I'm just saying. We'll see. We'll see what Jordan Love can do. Why would you jump on 4th down, everybody? Bro, what is this man doing?
Coming up for the halftime will be something we can never see before next week with the Vikings and the Lions meet for the NFC 1 seed and Mike the
I wouldn't keep fighting with Schwartz kids, bro. Oh, man. Earning this kind of money. We talking about Jordan Love?
All right, what up, dude? What's up, y'all? What's the deal? Sorry about the lighting. I forgot my mouse pad. Hold on. What up? Let me, oh, it is on. Wait 1 second. All right, let me mute my boy real quick. All right, go here. We got to do this. They tripping. All right, there we go. All right, what up? Rich Hustle. We got Keith in the building. What's up? Rubik. What's going on? I'm on the right channel, right? Because I see some names I don't ever see. What's up? Lauren, what's good with you, man? What up, Doe? What's up, man? What's good? I said it before and I'll say it again. Vikings taking the division and the Lions are losing wild card weekend. Okay, let's do that. Put you in the timeout real quick. What's up, Cartier? What's going on, man? James, Rich, Hey Me Now Mackenzie says, what's crazy is Minnesota fans, they think they're going to win in Detroit. That crowd is going to be crazy. Yeah, they already talking junk. Mr. S, what up, E? Man, hold on. Okay, good. Y'all can't really see the light flickering, but it's flickering, man. What's up, Laquita? Dion says we're playing for all the marbles next week. Yes, indeed. This is the most. Hold on, let me see what you're saying. This is the most games. Is this the most game you've attended a season? No, that was last year. Last year I went to 7. I went to 8 games. We were 7-1. What's up, Bees? What's going on? Dan Campbell, fine. I'll do it myself. Let me see. Glad to see you made it safe. Yeah. Listen, let me tell you all about the trip first, and then we'll get in. We are not going to get a wild card slot. Donald says because we're going to win the division and the conference. Rest our players tomorrow, says Kari. You know what? I might make a video about this. If Roderick Martin is not active tomorrow, cut him the end of the season. Yeah. What up, Nate? Nate. Okay, so this dude here, he's literally in the Airbnb with me right now. Stupid. What's up, Joe? I wasn't going to go live, man, but somebody on Twitter was like, you need to go live. Does tomorrow matter at all? Pierce, we're going to get into that, man. What's up, Tony? All right. What's up, everybody else? Got screwed on the UFL schedule today. What happened? Brother man Boots, what up? Cali weather is straight, man. It's like mid-50s. It's been raining, so it's a little sticky, just a little bit of humidity. Will Teddy be active? That's a good question. Okay, so let me tell you about my travel day real quick. Didn't sleep last night. Literally been up for however many. I probably had a power nap on the plane, in the car. It was straight, man. Parked, got out. Airport was a hot mess. It was probably 200 people in the TSA line. Took us about 45 minutes to get through. We get through, plane boarded on time, leaving Detroit. Had some little kids, man. They wouldn't be quiet. on the way to Denver, and then on the way from Denver to Cali, had some more little kids. This little boy, man, he kept saying the same thing over and over. You just wanted to turn around and just, and the parents was just letting them do it. My knees hurt, but the travel was straight. It was hot on the plane. And then we got here, went to Buffalo Wild Wings, watched the game, and watched that Packers game. And Packers decided for, 42 minutes they weren't going to show up. And then they decided to show up the last 6 minutes of the game, made it a game, and then left Cam Akers wide open on a play that he almost dropped. Like, I feel like the Packers might have went for it anyway, but knowing they were down by 2 and a field goal could have won a game. I'm sorry, not the Packers, but the Vikings. They would have probably punted it away. What happened to the tiebreaker if the Lions win tomorrow and lose to the Vikings? Okay, nope. The Lions can lose one game. So it doesn't matter what. Okay, so if the Lions right now, the Lions are not for like only the second time this year, they're not in the first seed because Minnesota has one more game on them. So they've now swapped spots, right? If the Lions were to lose tomorrow against San Francisco, they would move. If they win tomorrow against San Francisco, then they have the tiebreaker and they go to the Lions would be 14-2 and the Vikings would be 14-2. That's why that's why we wanted a loss, because now the two teams cannot have the same record. If the Lions win tomorrow, that is. If the Lions were to lose tomorrow and then to Minnesota, then they would have a lower record. They would be 13-4. The Vikings would be 15-2 at that point. So the Lions cannot afford to lose. Well, we can afford to lose 1, but we can't afford to lose 2. And that's the thing. But we can't afford to lose. It's super complicated, but basically we have to win next week. Minnesota scares me right now. Why is that? What are we doing with this Detroit Flex? Doesn't matter what the Lions do tomorrow. Week 18 is guaranteed for the first seed. Yes, Jacob. Yep, I've been saying that for literally like 3 weeks. The NFL wants it that way. Any chance Anzalone comes back next week? I'm going to say no, because his 21-day window is not even open yet. So, but that doesn't mean he can't have it open and then won't come back and play. I'm not scared, but I'm frustrated, right? Lions have been playing well, and we've been playing well all year long, and it's going to come down to this one game. I know Dan Campbell and the fellas, this is how they want it to be, right? You can't. Now, if this game was in Minnesota, it would be really, really tough. It would be hard, but I think it's going to be hard regardless. But the fact that we have Ford Field backing us up, and the Lions, I'm going to tell you right now, they're not going to ever be out until the game is over. You saw that with the Bills. So Ford Field is going to be rocking. I'm going to try my best to get their last home season game of the year. And Minnesota had that game today. It was US Bank Stadium was crazy, and they didn't disappoint. They held the lead, basically dominated. Jordan Love had 64 yards passing in the fourth quarter. They could not do anything. I will say that it's time for the Vikings to be exposed. But what I don't want to happen is this. I'm already thinking, right? All right, so San Francisco, we went from a T-shirt and hat game if the Minnesota Vikings would have lost today to now it's just another game. But it's not just another game. This team sent us home last year. So now we're trying to get revenge, right? We're trying to make it, for what happened last year. We're trying to get payback. And although it's not the same, it's going to feel good. But I had already had it in my mind that we could be popping the T-shirt and hat. They popping whatever they doing. We got the 1 seed locked up, and, we coming home cool. And now we got to prep for what probably will be a flex game to game 272. What's up, Pringle, with the dono? Appreciate you, my man. Says, what did I say? New Pack was going to lose. We getting flex to Sunday night. That's what I was just about to say. Is we're probably – I didn't know if the NFL would flex because they want win and get in. They want everything or nothing. Both of these teams are still going, but I don't think you can – 2-14 teams. The Lions will be 14-2 after tomorrow. You cannot not flex them. So for the second time in 3 years, the Detroit Lions will be the last game of the regular season. And both have massive playoff implications. Well, the last one we played in, we were already eliminated. I didn't even know he was here, bro. I'm surprised he even here. You're looking great, energetic, and getting ready for tomorrow. Hey, D-Mac, I'm so tired, man. I'm so tired because so it's almost 10 o'clock with y'all, right? It was like 1. It felt like it was 5 o'clock. So I am exhausted. I'm probably going to sleep really, really good tonight. Honestly, hold on. Let me pull this up. It's been a while since I used StreamYard. Honestly, I just hope the Lions don't get any more injuries when playing the Niners. They're going to need everyone they can get for next week. And I think that's the most important part. That's the part that I don't want. No more injuries. Like, we made it through last week and we were injury-free. We need to make it through tomorrow, injury-free. We also need to make it through next week because we're going to the playoffs, right? That's not going to change. It's just whether or not we start at Atlanta, if we start at Tampa, or if we have home field advantage. If we drop to the 5th seed, we may not see a game at home. It's just in order to see a game at home, we would have to have the 6th or 7th seed win a game. So I'm like this. This is everything you want football to be. It's what it's about to be. This is everything you want it to be. All year long, this is what you want. But the difference is so massive. Either the Minnesota Vikings just saw their last home game this year, or they got 2 more guaranteed. So the Detroit Lions, that's going to be us next week. Either we see our last home game or we got 2 more guaranteed. I know the Lions would not have it any other way. Dan Campbell, the whole squad. Like you said, we got to make it through tomorrow with no injuries. That's the most important thing. But I'm already thinking, like, man, we worked so hard this year. So hard this year. The Lions have never been the 1 seed. We've never hosted an NFC title game. For all roads to go through Detroit, we got to win next week. And it's almost like a perfect scenario because Dan Campbell said 2 years ago, all roads go through Detroit. And that's what's going to have to happen. If we win this game, not tomorrow, next week, we win that game, that's exactly what's going to happen. I'm just like, man, I'm just thinking about, okay, if we don't get the 1st seed, we have to start on the road. That means that we have to go to either Atlanta or Tampa, which means that travel plans, airlines, and if you're driving, whatever the situation, then you're probably going to play. It depends on who wins in the wild card, right? So you're going to have to play probably 3 road games. The only way that you could see a NFC title game at home is if you're playing the 6th or 7th seed. Somehow those 2 seeds, one of those seeds makes it to the NFC title game, and then you're hosting the NFC title game. That's like the only bummer. I'm not like, oh man, and it sucks that we've been playing so well and just like, and same thing with the Vikings, but the Vikings are my team. I don't care about them. One of these teams have been playing lights out. I think we've been the better team. We haven't. I mean, the Vikings have won what now? How many in a row? 8 or 9, somewhere around there. But we won 11, right? We are 12 out of the last 13 games or something like that we won. So to me, we're the better football team. The Vikings have been super duper fortunate even today. You could go and you could look at Jordan Love's the fumble by Josh Jacobs. You can look at the ill-advised 4th and 2 that they went for. They did, all this shoulda, coulda, woulda, and maybe the game is different. So the Vikings have been one of them teams of good fortune that they've been able to kind of just stumble through. And next week, we're going to be missing some pieces. We had Hutch the last time we played him. We don't have them anymore. Our team was different. So I don't know. I'm not scared or anything like that. You know what, John Doe? It was not, man. What I'm noticing is that a lot of Lions fans, they don't fly Southwest. It might be time for me to upgrade because I don't be seeing nobody on Southwest. Still would love the 1st seed, though. I think we beat the Vikings. Vikings ain't as good as they said, always winning close games against an okay team. And you know what else I was thinking about, too, is, I missed another super chat. My bad, man. It says, time to put money on the Lions-Rams NFC Championship game and Lions-Chiefs Super Bowl. Bills ain't stopping Mahomes, and Goff is undefeated against Mahomes. That would be something. You had it right there. We might have to go through Matt Stafford. Yeah, because what are they now? The third or fourth seed? They're the third seed, right? At 10-6 or whatever they are. What's up, Zoe? What's good with you, bro? Minnesota Viking fan. Good game today, man. It all comes down to this next week. Should be fun. We going for 30 on that defense. Hey, and we going for 31 on yours, big dog, for sure. I've been low key rooting against the Rams and Bucks all season too. We didn't sack the Vikes much the first time. That's something that the Packers, today was a tragedy in getting to Sam Darnold. It was a tragedy. He had the dude had all the time in the world to throw. And then when the pocket did collapse, he was able to get out of it and make something happen. So I can't take anything away. But I will say this. NBC makes this announcement for Lions versus Packers. I don't know when they're going to announce that. What's up, D? Minnesota celebrating like they already got the number 1 seed. Laquita, that's what I noticed. They were in the locker room literally like popping champagne or water. No, they were throwing water on Sam Darnold. And I'm like, y'all got another game to play. I guarantee you wouldn't have saw that in Dan Campbell's locker room. He would have been like, we got 3 more games to go, right? So all that stuff. And you know what really bums me about this whole thing is we haven't even played yet tomorrow. And the game means kind of nothing.
They already started with next week's game about how hard it's going to be to beat the Vikings.
See, that's what I'm saying. I was just about to say that. Nate came and told me how they're already talking with the Lions. The narrative is about the Vikings. You know what I'm saying? Like we didn't win 11 straight games. Like, yo, but you know what I thought about too? I was like, that's what we do. That's what they've been doing that to us. They've been acting like we don't exist. And I think the Lions going to take that personal. And I'm going to do whatever I can. What's up? Yeah, see you next week, man. I'm going to do whatever I can to be at that game. Like real talk. Sam not lucky. He balling. I expect Kirby and Iffy to get some picks. Well, they haven't got picks in a minute, man. They don't scare me at all. Can't be scared if you want to be a champion. You think KC sitting around scared. You know what, Corey, that's a good point, man. Like, we got to stop being scared of all this thing. I didn't even know that you were live, D. Didn't get notified. You know what, man? I wasn't going to go live. I'm tired. I'm tired. I wasn't going to make no videos. I wasn't going to do nothing. But I'm tired. And somebody on Twitter was like, yo, we need you to go live. They celebrated way too early because we right there, because they right, we made it this far. They always do that to us. Vikings are probably going to be favorites for Vegas. You know what they are? They are. We're going to be the underdog in our own house. And we got the same record. But you know what, though? This is the showdown. Like, this is going to be a showdown. Good teams win games, injured or not. So the Lions going to show what they made of next week. But tomorrow, we just got to get through the game. If we get Tampa, worst case scenario, I'm going to try to go. Pierce, I would love to do that, man, but I think Tampa too hot for me. Tampa's just too hot for me right now, bro. I don't know if I could go. After Minnesota pulled ahead today, we're going to annihilate the 49ers. I'm not worried about the pass. I am worried about that pass rush getting to Jared Goff. What you should be more worried about is the fact that we don't have one. Like, Dan Campbell, here's where we're at. Aaron Glenn and Dan Campbell, they're going to have to scheme. Aaron Glenn going to have to scheme a game. He really is. He's going to have to scheme out of his mind because we could not get to Caleb Williams last week. And we'll see what we do to Purdy tomorrow. I don't know if we got any plans to elevate anybody. You know what I'm saying? I think we did that yesterday, but I don't know who's inactive. I don't know. And can we get to Sam Darnold? I don't think we got to him a bunch earlier in the year. We still been winning games, but when and this is what I was telling y'all in the preseason. I was telling y'all in the offseason about having a pass rusher. Now, we lost ours. He would have been defensive player of the year. There's no doubt about it. But Dan Campbell, Brad Holmes, he gonna have to do something. Like if the Lions fall short, man, because we couldn't get to the quarterback, it's gonna show. Now it's gonna show its ugly head. Like this is when it's going to show its ugly head. It won't be so much tomorrow. Tomorrow's game ain't really a big deal. It's gonna be next week. It's going to be into the playoffs, right? And now we're starting on the road. So we're talking about now I feel like we could beat whoever we play in the wild card round. We're going to beat the Bucks or we're going to beat the Falcons. It's going to be one or the other. And then if Philadelphia pulls off an upset, we're going to, if the 6th and 7th seed, they get eliminated, we're going to play them on the road. Like, and I already know I can't go to all the games. Like, real talk. I might just, concede. That's kind of another reason too. Like, buying a ticket is one thing, even at Ford Field, but airfare, travel, hotel, that's a whole different thing. What's up, Marco? Says with the super chat, man. Appreciate you. Are you worried about week 18? What are you feeling? Can we have a chance to win? I'm not worried about week 18, because the Lions, for instance, they played a really good game against Justin Jefferson. Even last year, Justin Jefferson can ball out. Now, what they didn't have last year, but that they have this year, is Aaron Jones. But the Lions have played pretty good against Aaron Jones. And I don't know what the Green Bay run defense is, but the Lions going into tomorrow's game is ranked 7th. So my thing is, can we get to Darnold? If you can get to him, like literally get to him, not get to him where he scrambles out because he's making plays. He got 2 receivers downfield. And another thing that I think that we have to account for is they did not have TJ Hawkinson last time we played him. And TJ Hawkinson is playing very well. He's that outlet in the middle of the field, right? You got Jordan Addison, you got Justin Jefferson. You could lock one of them 2 got down, but then you even had what's his name? Jalen Naylor, right? And then TJ Hawkinson was killing him. But one thing I do know is Sam Darnold is good for 1 pick. He's good for a turnover, and he showed it today. And he's going to do that. He's good for a turnover. The Lions have to take advantage, but I'm not worried. And I think that the Lions are going to have the biggest help of all, Ford Field. Ford Field is going to be insane. It's going to be crazy. So the Vikings are going to have to overcome Ford Field. What's up, Dad? Says long time. Hey, I was just about to say the same thing to you, bro. Long time no see. Good to see you, my friend. In person with your TV phone. Not having CD and Aleem is what's going to hurt us the most. And Addison woke up. Now JJ going to get his, but now we got to shut down the others. I'd rather go to a regular season game. I like being locked in for the playoffs. You know what, King? I don't know, man. The playoff atmosphere is a whole different vibe. It's a whole different vibe. Aaron Jones is soft. Any news on Monty? Nope. Monty ain't playing to the playoffs earliest. Yep, turnovers will be the difference maker most likely. Yeah, like it was against the Bills. And, I mean, that's what the NFL is. It usually comes down to that. Besides JJ, our secondary matches up pretty good. Who is at the Airbnb with you, Lions fans, hopefully? Oh, yeah. This time it's all people I know. It ain't just like some random people like last year. Got to keep an eye on Naylor. He got off today. What's up, James? What's good with you, man? Why do I feel that every time that we trust the team to take care of business for us, they just fall short or whatever reason? Crazy. Next week. Yeah, man. We got no help. What's up, Desmond? I believe we're going to get this W. We deserve it. You know what the worst part to me is? I think I hyped myself up for today or for this weekend. I was like, man, if the Vikings lose this game, like we're literally playing for a t-shirt tomorrow. And now it's just like it don't have the same weight. And I think that's probably the most disappointing part for me is it doesn't have the same weight that it would have had. You know what I'm saying? This to us is just a revenge game. We're trying to get revenge on the team that put us out. And it ain't even the same because they plan for pride at this point, but it's going to feel good nonetheless. But when we win the game, that's it. Like we go home. It ain't no, we don't have no NFC shirts. The shirts that are in the back at Meyer, they got to be put up another week. You know what I'm saying? If they were in Minnesota or if they were here, they got to be taken back with the team and all that other stuff. So it's less impactful, right? So tomorrow, really, I'm just hoping that we just get out the game with no injury. And if I seem a little off, it's because I am. I'm tired, man. I didn't sleep last night. Travel, it's a hot mess, and I'm on California time right now. Marco with the dono, I appreciate you, my man. Says, I wonder what Campbell is been doing for pass rush. Okay, so speaking of Campbell and pass rush, so what's up, B-Love? I saw today, like everything is playing out. Like this thing is crazy. So the Miami Dolphins won. The Cincinnati Bengals won a couple nights ago. Or what, last night, right? Whenever it was. So the Indianapolis Colts are put out. they're put out. If you lose to the Giants, you don't need to go to the playoffs. So they're done. It was 4 teams left. They're done. It's 3. It's the Denver Broncos, the Miami Dolphins, or the Cincinnati Bengals will get the last spot. Calais Campbell is still not a free agent. He's not been waived. If the Denver Broncos don't beat the Chiefs, if they lose to the Chiefs and the Cincinnati Bengals, something else happens, the Miami Dolphins can win and go to the playoffs. And at that point, Calais Campbell will stay a Miami Dolphin. Yeah, I'm definitely going to get some rest for sure. Let me be the first to say welcome to my West Coast time as a Lions fan. There should not be a worry on winning against the Vikings. We will make it obvious who the king of the North is. You know what? I'm not worried about the Vikings. Am I taking callers? Probably not, man, simply because tomorrow, okay, we got the show, then we got to get home. I mean, I'll probably do a quick little post game. Then I got to, like all of us, we got a quick turnaround, and we all leaving at like the same time. Our flights are like an hour apart from each other as far as time leaving. So I'm probably going to get in, get out, and, be back making content by Tuesday afternoon. But I'm going to try and give y'all as much as possible from the stadium and all that stuff. I don't know, man. Just like the plane ride over here, I was hyped, and it's like, man, you know what? We either playing for everything or nothing. And now, I don't know. It just don't feel the same. But I do think that we're going to win next week, though. Did you ever watch Detroit Lions Old Spice commercial? Yeah, I think I did, D. I think I did. Yeah, we already beat them. Yeah, you know what, Jonathan? We already beat them once, but our team was a different team. Hutch was in that game. The defense was not as – Aleem was in that game. Like, we have a different team. The team is not the same. So I see what you mean, but we can't really look at it like that. Like, we're a different team. The Lions are not the same team. Just how does the scheduling coincidentally go this way with us playing the Vikings for it all? You know what, Paulie? They do that a lot. They'll put a division game as the last game of the season. It's not just the NFC North. It's all the divisions. They got the Seattle Seahawks and LA Rams. Seattle needs they need a lot of things to happen today, and I don't think they did. So they might be eliminated. As a matter of fact, hold on. Let me pull up my cell phone. Yeah. That's crazy, man. So it's already, the fourth quarter? Like, yo, it's 7 o'clock. It's 7 o'clock here, but it feels like my body feels like it's 10, and I know it's 10 for you guys. So we'll be off very soon. Okay, let me pull up the NFL app and let me see what the standings are and see if they have eliminations. Okay, they do. Okay, so what were we talking about? Somebody asked a question. I can't remember what it is. Okay, let's go to standings, and then we'll do conference. Right, there's only one spot in the AFC, and that spot will go to Denver, Miami, or Cincinnati. Everyone else, Indianapolis was eliminated today. And no, okay, the Seattle Seahawks at this moment are not eliminated. I think they need Commanders are number 7. They need a Commanders loss today. Yep, they needed like 4 out of 6 things to go right for them to not be eliminated, and with a loss against the team that they played, and they lost, and they need a bunch of stuff to be eliminated or to go right. Why does it seem like Anzalone is taking so long to come back? I don't know. I thought it was always for the playoffs. Let me see, Corey. What did you say? Corey said, would be surprised if Green Bay didn't win on purpose. I don't know. You know what? Because the reason I wouldn't say they lost, they didn't want to win, because it's a difference between, like, if the Commanders win today, then the Packers could fall to the 7th seed. So they have a playoff spot locked up, but they don't have the seeding locked up. They will be no higher than 6. They can't get any higher than 6 because You got the division winner of the North. You got the second place team in the North, which is going to be either us or the Vikings. And then you have them. So they're automatically the highest they could be is 6, which is ironically almost exactly where they were last year. And if the right circumstances of things happen, they could drop down to 7. So they were definitely playing for something. We can't spot teams 10 plus points and leads anymore. I agree. You know what, though, y'all? I think this is like where I'm at is why I'm like, yo, I want the Detroit Lions. I want the city of Detroit to experience a first seed. We've never had it. You know what I'm saying? So you got the division round that'll just be great for the city. You got the NFC title. Could you imagine the NFC title game at Ford Field? It would be ridiculous. Like it really would. If Green Bay won today and we beat the Vikings, what happens with their seeding? Okay, so Troy, if Green Bay would have won today, all right, and we beat nothing would have happened. The Vikings would have been in the 5th seed. Like we would have clinched the first. They would have clinched the only seed that would be open would be 6 and 7. That would be it. Hey, D-Money, aren't they though? It was a dude at B-Dubs, man. You just wanted to slap him. Like he just would not be quiet. Kills me that C.J. Gardner-Johnson got a pick 6 today. That's crazy. I'm on the bus. John, you stupid, bro. You are dumb. Seeding with Green Bay and Minnesota. Yeah, if Green Bay would have won today, Green Bay, all right, the Lions, or this is going into today's game before the outcome of today's game. The Vikings or the Lions would have been the first seed. The Philadelphia Eagles were able to clinch the 2nd seed, so they will not move. They are locked in the 2nd seed. It does not matter what happens. The Philadelphia Eagles are the 2nd seed, and that's all in part to that loss last week by the Washington Commanders, because they would have had a shot for the 1st seed had they not lost. So the Vikings or Lions would have been the 1st seed. Philadelphia is now the 2nd seed. The 3rd seed is going to be either probably the LA Rams. They're going to be the 3rd seed. The 4th seed is going to be the Falcons or the Bucks. The 5th seed will be the 2nd place person in the NFC North. The 6th seed will right now be either the Commanders or the Green Bay Packers. And now that the Packers have lost that game, if the Commanders can win today, the Commanders can push the Packers with a Packer loss next week and a Commander win. They can push them to 7. We know, so every spot is now hemmed up except I want to say 7? 7 is the only spot that's not, because let me look. Hold on, Rams. The Rams have not clinched the spot either. So it's still 2 spots open. So Tay, how do you become a member? It probably won't be on this video, but in a video on like any one of my videos, if you pull down the description, one of the first, I think the very first link says want to become a channel member. You click on that and you follow the series of steps and you can sign up for whatever membership you want to have. Okay, Commanders are losing at the moment. Let's see what that score is. 17-7. Dang, Michael Penix doing this thing, huh? Okay, so a win today does not put out the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. But next week, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers would need, oh my God. Dang. Okay, check this out. If the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, if Washington does not come back and beat the Commanders today, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers have to beat New Orleans, and they need an upset from Carolina. Atlanta needs to, because Atlanta they own the tiebreaker because they swept the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So the Carolina Reaper, Bryce Young, who didn't reap much today, he gonna have to place absolutely soul taker. He would have to beat the Falcons, and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers would have to beat the New Orleans Saints. Appreciate Lauren with the gifted memberships, man. What up, Drinking? What's going on, man? Almost got exposed against Seattle. Vikings are very beatable. All Goff got to do is pick them apart. Yeah, I'm with you, man. Yeah, John, I'm in Cali, bro. I'm in Cali. For me, it's 7:08. For y'all, it's 10:08. Touchdown, Commanders. But yeah, right now, Tampa Bay is rooting for a Commander win. They need a Commander win. So, listen, y'all. Tomorrow, we'll probably do a bunch of stuff from the stadium and stuff like that. I got to conserve my battery energy. But even though we haven't even played yet, but it kind of feels like we lost. It feels like we lost, man. Like we have been the underdogs, even though we've been playing well. And they already talking about the Vikings. Like, what you talking about the Vikings? We beat the Vikings. Now, granted, we're a different team, but still, you're not even going to give us the benefit of the doubt. We beat this team. This team is coming to Ford Field, knocking off the number one, or we're not the number one seed anymore. We lost that. We can get it back tomorrow. So it'd be like 24 hours. We weren't the number one seed. But why are you giving them credit? Like, so all week, we got to hear about from Rich Eisen to, I don't know if he's still on vacation, but I'm going to be real with you. I probably won't even turn on any TV. Like, I'll watch the highlights, and that'll be it. I won't watch any sports shows because all they're going to be talking about, and I'm going to just try to wait for this flex announcement to come out whenever they do that, and then see if I can get there because I want to be at that game. What's up, Chris Foster says, okay. All right. So, Chris Foster, I don't know who you are, and see you later. All right. We beat him without Hutch. We got grit. No, Hutch was in that game, Jonathan. Hutch was in that game. We played, didn't we? Yeah. Wait, did we? You might be right, bro. You might be right. I think we played them the next week. You could be right, man. I think I owe you an apology. Don't worry about what the media is saying. Wait, 425? Wait, hold on. Y'all saying it's 425? Okay, yeah. Yeah. Wait, 425? There's no way. There's no way. They're gonna have that game in like prime time. Rest of starters tomorrow since it comes down to week 18. You know what, bro? I'm not even mad at that comment. You know, when I was leaving Buffalo Wild Wings, it actually made a lot of sense. I think the only way it would hurt the Detroit Lions if they lost tomorrow is if like they tied or something crazy. The more I thought about it, it made sense. I just don't think Dan Campbell would do it. I don't think he would do it. Like, it's just not in our DNA, right? And he's already said he's going to throw everything at this, this game. And I'm not mad at him. I think with football, it's every snap you take is a risk. You know what I'm saying? There isn't Sunday Night Football next week, I believe. No. Okay. So better the hunt. It is and it isn't. Every single year, there's no Sunday Night Football. I don't know why the NFL. It's not a surprise. Every single year, you have a 1 o'clock game, and then you have a 4:25 game. And for the past 5+ years, they have been putting a game that they flex to 8:20, the last Sunday Night Football game of the year. It's I don't know why the NFL just doesn't put to be determined or whatever. But yeah, they've been doing that for a couple of years now. There is NFL Sunday night. Yeah, it will be a game next week. Just got Lions airbrush shoes to go with my new black golf jersey. That's what's up. If you're going to have to step up. What would happen? Okay, what would happen if we did tie tomorrow and beat the Vikings? Will we still have number one? You know what? I can't really answer that. I would have to assume yes. Yeah, I would have to assume yes. That's a weird thing because the head-to-head would then be it would be a win for us and then a tie for us, which is like a half win. So I would have to just assume it would go in our favor. What's up, Rude Dog? What's going on, man? So I just won 90 on Prize Picks. it does say, so listen, Jonathan, it's been to be determined since the season started. That game has always been TBD. And I'm pretty sure now that the NFL is going to flex it to Sunday Night Football, which is going to be absolutely, if it does get flexed to Sunday night, man, I'm going to have to be there. I'm going to have to be there because they got like bracelets and it's going to be rocking. It's going to be rocking, bro. Can y'all believe that, man? It'll be two times in the last 3 years that the Lions have closed the season on Sunday Night Football. Yeah. So anyway, look, y'all, I'm tired. We got a long day. You know what's crazy is it feels like we played. Like I felt like my day is over. Like I'm supposed to be going home tomorrow, but we still got a game to play, a whole game to play. And yeah, so we got to take care of that. There is no, so the Thursday Night Football that we just had, that's done. So there's no, can y'all believe it, man? This season's gone by so fast. There is no game on Thursday. So this is the first week after the Lions play tomorrow. This is the first time that there'll be no games between Monday and Sunday. I don't think the Saturday games have passed, and now we're just on right now the 1 o'clock games, the 4 o'clock games, and then probably the Lions at 8:20. If it get flexed to Sunday Night Football, we can expose the Vikings to the whole country. Yeah. Anyway, y'all, listen, I appreciate y'all. I'm about to prep for bed at 7:14. It's crazy, man. And I'll probably still be making some videos. You know how we do. I got some stuff to talk about. So I will catch y'all later, man. I'll see you tomorrow from Levi. And yeah, we'll go from there, man. All right, y'all. Good night.